It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Bengals and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Cincinnati. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati will give them the season sweep 2-zip. Throwing again is Watson. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. On 1st and 10, Watson finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Watson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Watson on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Watson's throw completed to Mechie. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the Bengals 4-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw this. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, that's not just his 1st, not his 2nd, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at it, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On 1st down, Richardson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Bengals have 13-3 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Richardson out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on there.
I love that word, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff running left, Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 42.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. Watson off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Watson's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Complete to George Kittle. A gain of 7 yards.
7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Watson.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 7. And the Ravens 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Watson looks to throw again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a give to the big fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott Good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And Richardson back to throw it. This will go to Henry out wide. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Richardson off the play fake. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. John Mechie, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now it's Richardson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A check down here for Henry. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Richardson gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As well, hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And he fends him off. Flushed out right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Khalil Mack coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on a sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Watson.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting him bind and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was defended by Frankie Luvu.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 6.
18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it's Watson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Watson off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Ravens touchdown. George Kittle. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the counter, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 19.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Richardson looking to throw this. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they've clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Watson's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
First down, Baltimore.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Jay Ward on the coverage.
Throwing again is Watson.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
Powering forward.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
At the 46-yard line.
Going quickly here to Thomas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Now it's Richardson.
Over the middle, it's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Richardson.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Michael Thomas from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
First down, Ravens.
Watson on first down.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
And he's got Pierce.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On first down, Watson.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the Bengals' 18-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Watson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here's second down and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 3 yards to go.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Richardson to throw it. Finding Kelce.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Here's Richardson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Richardson.
Over the middle, it's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now Richardson.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 4, 35 seconds to go. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Watson's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Watson.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Now Watson.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
He's got the hookup with Dobbs.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
This ball intercepted. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring,